Kick back and catch a vibe. We at home with Lisa, Lisa. Kick back, it's a lifestyle. We at home with Lisa, Lisa.
Hello everyone, welcome to At Home with Lisa Lisa. Hi love bugs, welcome in. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. We so appreciate each and every one of you. So today you all, we are going to be doing a DIY deco mesh wreath. Yes, you guys. I think this is my first time on the channel doing a deco mesh wreath. Usually I use the Christmas wreath or the branch wreath is what I generally use, but today I'm going to be using the framed shape wreath, metal wreath that I purchased from Michael's, I believe. And also too, I'm going to be using some pipe cleaners, and as you can see here, I have already started applying my pipe cleaners or Chanel stems to my metal wreath frame. And what I'm doing is I'm tying two at the top and one at the bottom. And so I'm going to do that all the way around the wreath. I want to go ahead and get that out the way so when I get ready to apply my ribbon or my mesh, all I have to do is apply, because I already have my Chanel or pipe cleaners already on there. And I just twist it twice, and the ones at the top, I lay them going towards me outward, and then the ones at the bottom, as you can see, I lay those down pointing to the middle. That way they don't get mixed up and I don't miss any when I'm putting my ribbon or mesh on. So as you can see here, I'm showing you that I have completed this step. I have all of my pipe cleaners or Chanel stems already on my frame here. And I have them all going in the direction that I want them to be going in. So it'll make it easier for me. This is a closer look of what the pipe cleaners or Chanel stems look like. I have two at the very top, and then I have the one at the bottom. So each frame section has three pipe cleaners. And this is going to make for a full wreath here. And like I said, I only do the twist on each pipe cleaner. I only do two twists on it. Now, this is my measuring board that I'm going to be using to be able to cut my mesh and my ribbon. I really do need to get me one of the big wider ones, and I'm working on getting me one of those, because sometimes you do have the 21 by 30 foot mesh, and you may be wanting, to cut a longer piece, but your board is not that long. So you just have to know how to measure out to whatever you want the length of it to be. So that's what I had to do here. I just had to double measure, and it was simple, but it's just easier once you have the larger board with the higher inches and feet on it. So as you can see here, I have already cut a piece of the mesh, and I'm laying the curled side down, and I'm just gathering the mesh to make a bow. Well, I guess a flower. Looks like a flower. So I'm making the flower, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attach it to my first Chanel stem or pipe cleaner. I keep saying Chanel stem or pipe cleaner because Chanel stems is what's on the packaging, but when I used to work in the classroom, we called them pipe cleaners. So yeah, so that's why I keep saying it too, because some people use different terminology. So I'm just gonna go ahead through and gather each piece like I'm doing here in the form of a flower, and I'm going to do that all the way around on the top, and then I'm going to go on the bottom and I'm going to do the same thing. So it looks real ugly. I must admit it looks really ugly, but you're going to have to trust the process. So here now you see I've done the flower mesh around the very top of the wreath. And now I'm going to focus on the bottom. And I'm liking so far the form of it, the way it is looking. And as you can see, the bottom ones don't have anything attached. So that's what we're going to be working on next. We're going to, gather the mesh flowers again, one by one, and we're going to attach it to our Chanel stems or our pipe cleaners. So you could roll yours or you could gather yours either way, curl side up or curl side down. That is just strictly up to you. It's just a personal preference that you may have because it will give a different look. You also have to be very careful with this mesh as well too when you're cutting it because it does shed some, and also like this plaid this plaid mesh that I'm using, it ravels a lot too. So yeah, so all I'm doing with this is I'm just rolling each piece and then I'm just adding it to my flowered mesh that I already have on the frame wreath. But anytime you have any frays or anything like that or any shedding, you can, kind of trim it down to be able to control it. So I'm going to roll it and then I'm going to attach it to the mesh, and I'm going to do that throughout the entire wreath until I'm all complete and I'm all done. But in just a second, I'm just going to show you a close up of what this plaid mesh is looking like against the solid orange mesh. So here's the close up. This is what it is looking like. And I chose to use the orange Chanel stems or pipe cleaners because that's the color of the base of the mesh that I was using. So therefore it's kind of easy to be able to hide the pipe cleaners, but some of them probably will show, but I try my best to hide them as much as possible. It is looking quite cute, you guys. But again, when dealing with the deco mesh wreaths, you really have to be patient and trust the process. And y'all see, trust the process. It turned out beautifully, y'all. So I did add pumpkins on here, and I also added some floral sprays, as you can see here as well too, and I added some pumpkin ribbon throughout the wreath. I'm also going to add a sign on here that resonates with the pumpkins that I already have on the wreath, and I'm probably going to add one or two more pumpkins on it as well too. But I think it turned out really, really good. And the mesh and ribbons I purchased at Hobby Lobby and Michael's. So that's where I generally get my mesh and my ribbon from. So y'all, she is adorable. Hello Pumpkin sign has been attached on there, and I added a larger pumpkin on there as well too. I think she turned out cute, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll be back on the channel to create some more deco mesh wreaths and all. And if you're interested in me creating one or making one for you, just reach out to me, send me a message on Instagram, and I'll be more than happy to create one for you as well. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, if you enjoyed it, and leave us a comment down below. And we will see you all in the next video. Thank you all so much for tuning in and rocking with At Home with Lisa. Bye bye, love bugs.
Kick back and catch a vibe. We at home with Lisa. Kick back, it's a lifestyle. We at home.